So hello guys, this is a video regarding clinical trials. So in this we are going to discuss the steps that are involved during clinical trials. First of all, when a drug is ready to be undertaken under a clinical trial, investigational new drug license is being issued by the agency. This is called IND license, and after that, as per the good clinical practices guidelines, they are established. It is in the first phase a very low human subject is being administered the drug that has to be undergone clinical trial. I would say that the requirements and the regulations they are given in Schedule Y of the Drugs and Cosmetic Act. So let's talk about phase 1. What happens in the phase 1? Phase 1 is also called as the human pharmacological and safety measures. I would say that a very low human subject is being taken into this. 20 to 80 patients are administered the drug, and the emphasis is on the safety and the tolerability of the drug to the patients. Coming to the next, that is phase 2. Phase 2 is actually therapeutic exploration and dose ranging, and in this we have 100 to 500 patients, and what we see is the therapeutic efficacy and tolerability of these patients, and also the pharmacokinetics studies. So this is a more of a bit larger population range, and checking the tolerability, the pharmacokinetic studies, and the therapeutic exploration and the dose ranging in those patients. Coming to phase 3, that is also called as the therapeutic confirmation or comparison. Here we have randomized double-blind comparative trials that are undergone into 500 to 3000 patients. That's a wide range of population, and these patients are given. And why are we doing this? We are doing this in order to know the value of the drug and the safety and the tolerability on a wider scale range. Now coming to the last but not the least, the phase 4, that is the post-marketing surveillance. Once these 3 phases are being passed, I would say there is a new drug application that is being submitted to the licensing authority, and once it accepts it, then it is ready for the marketing surveillance. I would say the marketing of that drug. So in the post-marketing surveillance, we have the patients in the normal course, and generally it is identified with the help of the collected data on a specified population. And what groups we do not include into this? We do not include the children, we do not include the elderly, and the lactating women. So this was all about clinical trials.